Hey, welcome back. Another coaching session with Vic. Hope you're doing great. Coming to you from a little bit of a different location, as you can see right now. This is going to be a little bit of a different session. Very important, in my opinion, what I'm about to talk to you about. I'm going to talk to you about the correlation between your emotion, where that stuff is stemming from, and how you can control it. Very huge. It was a big breakthrough for me when I started to experiment that, and I wanted to pass that nugget along to you. Again, my intention here is to bring to you ideas and strategies that really help me, get my game to the next level, and hopefully can do the same thing for you. Test it out. What's the worst that can happen? You try it out, and you can always go back to what you were doing. But what if this one idea can shift, your path, in a direction where you're going to maybe a little bit of a better direction, right? So check this out. Our emotion comes from motion, right? So if I want to change my emotion, which us entrepreneurs, we want to be in that emotional state of mind to where we're like fired up all the time, right? You want to wake up in the morning, you want to feel fired up. Well, a lot of times we wake up in the morning and sometimes we might feel like we don't want to get out of bed or something like that, right? Maybe we feel a little bit tired, maybe things don't go the way we thought that they would go in life and that kind of stuff, right? We might find ourselves a lot of times in the state of mind to where we kind of get maybe a little lazy, maybe, feel like, you just want to lay in bed all day or maybe watch TV all day and don't do anything, And so what I found for myself, to the fastest, easiest, the quickest way for me to shift my emotional state of mind is to get moving. You know what I mean? Get moving. I used to not do that. And I would just go with the flow, like whatever day brings to me. That's kind of, how you roll with the day, right? So things go well. Your emotional state of mind is, going great, right? But maybe things don't go as well, and maybe things happen and you kind of go with the emotions of the day. Well, you can take control of that emotion by being deliberate about what you can control. And the only thing you can control, the only thing that I can control is, guess what? Is what we do to ourselves. I cannot control you necessarily, right? You cannot control me, but I can control myself. So if I wake up in the morning, and the days that I get myself into motion from the early morning, right? I used to experiment this with different times of the day as well. I used to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and hit the gym, right? Do some kind of a cardio, or maybe maybe running, or maybe some resistance training, and get your body moving. Even on the days where you don't feel like it, right? You wake up, the first thing that I do that really helps me kind of get myself off to a great start is drink a big glass of water. And the water that I drink is called Kangen water, right? If you're in 4%, you'll probably be hearing a lot about it. And so it boosts me up in the morning, right? Try to stay away from things like caffeine, like early in the morning. You want to try to create your natural energy, right? Generate energy by natural sources, right, from your body. It gets your metabolism running right from the get-go, and then I want to hit the gym right away. Like for me, if I hit the gym in the morning, my entire day is going to be like, I want to feel great for the rest of the day, because you get like, when I get myself into motion, something happens to your body. I get my best ideas right after I work out, right? And if you're somebody who maybe you don't work out or something like that, and I don't want to be this guy who's gonna like make you do things that you don't want to do or you haven't done, but I want to encourage you to give it a shot, right? So, I used to be out of shape at one point in time in my life. I was 35 pounds overweight, and I always felt like tired, and I always felt like, you get these lows and you get these highs, and I wasn't eating right, I wasn't exercising, and so my mood was like this, right? My emotional state was like this during the day. And then I said to myself, you know what? It makes no sense to make all this money and to do all these things and neglect your health. So I started to really focus on getting myself and working on myself health-wise. And I dropped 35 pounds, never felt better, and every single day for the last probably at least 4 years now, well, I don't want to say every single day, at least 5 to 6 days a week, I'm doing some sort of a physical activity every single day for at least 5 to 6 days a week. okay? And so that keeps me fit physically. It keeps my metabolism going, right? So it keeps my energy high, because here's what I found also, my friend. It's really, it's crazy idea, but it's so true. You get what you put out, right? So whatever you want to get more of, you want to give that away first, right? So if you want to get more energy, you want to put out more energy. That's why when I get to places like where I'm at right now, you know, when I get to a gym and I work out and I go full out, right? And I put out all these energy, then I tend to get more energy. You see what I'm saying? It's a different topic for maybe a different episode, but this is crazy idea, but it can, again, revolutionary idea that we can talk about later. But nonetheless, motion will determine your emotion. Because when you look at the word emotion, there is a word motion in it, right? So your emotion will be, very connected to the motion. If you want to increase your level of emotion, if you want to get fit emotionally, I say you start by getting yourself control what you do on a physical level that will elevate your mental level and your spiritual, and that invisible level, right? It will give you this invisible energy, this invisible force, this invisible something that will get your blood pumping. You get your ideas. I always get my best ideas after I work out. 4% idea was born after a workout. Crazy, right? Some of the highest best-selling programs that I've ever produced, some of the highest converting funnels I've ever created, all of those, virtually 100% of them came as a result of a post-workout thinking. Okay, again, works really, really well for me. I don't let a day go by. In fact, every day, one of my income-producing activities is actually getting into the gym and working out. Okay, for me, that's a non-negotiable thing. I gotta have it. My physical and my emotional are connected. Okay, look, if you're just getting started, it might be good for you to start maybe a brisk walk, or maybe do a jog in the morning. Depending where you live. Maybe it's getting to some kind of a cardio. Maybe it's getting to some kind of a strength training. But I promise you, that's one thing. When you get consistent at it, you will change the way you think. You will change the way you feel, and therefore you will change the results that you're getting in your life. Okay, really give it a shot. I challenge you. Give this idea a shot. See how it goes for you. Do it for like a week. Maybe it's early in the morning, or maybe it's late at night. Morning is always better, obviously. And see how it goes for you. Let me know. Okay? Appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be awesome.